touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. The Tigers offense will go on the attack first. And here comes Austin Simmons. Came over in the portal in the offseason from Ole Miss, and he's gotten himself right in the middle of the early Heisman race with his performance. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Finds his man. It's Harris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The offense changing the play. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Grab behind the line. It's Singleton.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Handoff for Ball. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle back.
Maybe a crease. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Hardy. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Simmons unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeps it on the option. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They're working that left side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give to Hardy. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Throwing Simmons. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff ball running left. Corralled and brought down by the defense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw for it. Punts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to keep the drive alive. He'll have enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 48. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The sure hands, it's Brown. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
The Gators have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Simmons on play action. He rifles one deep down the right side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Here's Simmons to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lanier. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Hardy. Running into the open space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. 4th down, Simmons. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he is stopped short, well short of the marker as the defense stands tall. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw it again. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Snagged out of the air. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it. It's ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing 2 really good defenses go at it today.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Simmons makes the catch. It's Hardy. Turns it on at midfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Here's a give to Hardy. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 17 team, the Virginia Cavaliers.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you
breaks into the open. Oh, what a caught. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gators in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete. The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to Hardy. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They go right back to Hardy. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On third down, here's Hardy. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers are marching down the field. Throwing Simmons. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Austin Simmons, the play fake. Gets rid of it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up the...
Converts on 4th down, still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mays. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll give it on the counter. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Ball again. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll run the screen. Nice move to keep running.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Play is stopped as they check on an injured. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I don't think anybody's surprised. Big play. Who do you give it to? The guy you've given it to today, and he's had so much success. You trust him. You know he's getting the football. He delivers for the first down.
Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. But, and he's got room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. There's got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. And it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive player.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. Here's Simmons to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hardy. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Austin Simmons firing again. He slings it deep to the left. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's a give the ball. Here's a little room there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Here's Jaden one more time. Breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with the lone back. Quick step and go. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big.
Touchdown, Gators! They move on top here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. There's a crease. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey, guys, here on the Florida sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what...
There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Wilson open on the right side.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Now on the counter. Maybe some room here. Picks up the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's ball. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you needed some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And he got it! And we are all tied up here in the 4th.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. This defense has to hold it right where it is. Score tied late in the game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. On first down, it's Hardy again. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll give it to Hardy. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He's got enough for a Missouri first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. Got a little grass. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running inside. It's Roberts. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Tigers! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
He'll take a knee as a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Under fire, and down he goes. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. It came down to the final